short-term resolution to a very serious problem. At this point, the BP Corporation has refused to make any kind of adjustments or provide any help to that community. In fact, they've ignored the problem, although several individuals, including township supervisor and mayor, have approached them. So far, they've done nothing. The Illinois Environmental Protection Agency has taken a hands-off approach to this, and right now it's just a terrible situation in that township.
Is this in the same area where they were supposed to put some kind of prison facility, or is it near that facility?
Yes, it is. Some time ago, several years ago, Governor George Ryan had approved the construction of I think, $66 million women's prison there. However, Governor Blagojevich, once he took office, decided that he would not place that facility in Pembroke Township. For whatever reasons, we still don't know. And there's no way of accounting for what happened to the money that was set aside for that project. They did begin work on a 150-acre plot. I think they may have spent several $1 million on a water system, but so far that's the extent of the development there.
So these millions of dollars that's been literally set out in the field there, is it still sitting there? I mean, is the facility going to be used? Or?
The governor, before he was indicted, had indicated that he was going to account for where those funds were. However, subsequent to that, he was arrested. He was indicted and arrested, and there's been no further discussion. We tried to approach the administration of Governor Quinn regarding the money that was left from the prison construction site. We also received a non-answer. It's basically being ignored by the Quinn administration also.
Okay, Mr. Taylor, since our program is beginning to come to a close now, I would like to ask you what are some of your future plans for the newspaper, and what are your options on the newspaper?
Well, what we're going to do is what we've done since 1972, and that's continue to try to expand the publication. We will be moving further into the city of Chicago. We even have plans to move into the city of Gary. One of the things that we've run into is the fact that the community, the business community, is primarily not used to investigative reporting from the positions of African Americans, because we keep turning over rocks, and under those rocks we keep finding things that are pretty much hidden by the major media. If you look at the major media, most of the stories that they have are public relations pieces for politicians. We don't play the political game. If a politician is robbing and stealing, we report that. If the politician is helping the community, we report that. So we often have difficulty with certain individual groups who would rather maintain the status quo. We are opposed to the status quo when it hurts the community. Another project we're working on is having the newspapers archived. We've been receiving some assistance in that from the Olivet Nazarene University in Bourbonnais, Illinois. And we've received great assistance from Wesley Gray and his group, who are beginning to work with us to get that our papers archived. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of pages of newspaper articles that are actually the history of the African American community in much of this region. And as time passes, those individual photographs, stories will become a history in and of itself.
And also today, you are beginning your own television show, aren't you, where you can invite other members who can sit and talk like you're doing today?
Yes, we are, and we're looking forward to syndicating that program so that it can be shown not only across this region and across Illinois, but across the country. We have a number of individuals with great resumes, both African American and non-African American, who have signed on to come to our shows and to be interviewed and to talk about relevant current events. And we're very happy to have that type of relationship, although we must admit it took 40-some years to develop that type of credibility. But we're extremely proud of it.
And this show will be done on a Tuesday between the times of 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock, I think you mentioned.
That's correct. That's the type of time of the filming. The shows will be aired over a number of stations across the state, and as I said, probably out of state. And it will be depending on what stations that they're being shown on.
Well, okay then, sir. We thank you for spending the afternoon with us. And today, my name again is Wesley Gray, and I'm out at University Park. I don't work for them. I just show my pictures in University Park. So I'm hoping that everyone comes out or pays attention to what we're introducing to the community of University Park, Harvey, Markham, and the South Suburbs, to help bring public access television, and not only public access television, but television like ABC, Channel 5, Channel 7, and have college students learn to be investigative reporters, to go out amongst the community and talk to the community and see what ideas that they can put on the City News opinion page. So with your conclusion today, Mr. Taylor, we would like to say thank you very, very much.
Thank you for the opportunity.